Morning. It is like 6:30 a.m. Okay, beach access this way. It's 6:30 a.m. I'm walking down to the beach to see the sunrise, got coffee. It is day one of our Disney Destiny cruise. So the kids are still sleeping back in the room with Justin. I'm gonna walk down, watch the sunrise, enjoy some quiet time on the beach this morning, and then we're gonna get moving. Okay, so it's my understanding that these buildings here are the villas. So these have like your 1-bedroom, 2 bedrooms in them. And then they have these beach cottages, which I'm dreaming about, where I think they sleep 12 and they're oceanfront. And they are, I believe, 3-bedroom cottages with, you know, full kitchen, full bath, bed, laundry, everything. And then we are in the main room, or the main building, because we are in a deluxe studio, I think is the room category. It's just your standard room. So we have a queen bed, we have a Murphy bed, which we did not use because we just brought me this toddler cot. They gave us a pack and play for Callan, and then we just have a regular bathroom and like a little kitchenette area. But like these cottages, look at that balcony up there. So this is the main building right here. So we are upstairs. We do not have an oceanfront view, so we're on the other side of the building. But the lobby is through there. We've got this nice open lawn space over here. Oh, there's the sun. Back here, right off of the beach. has this super cool slide up here. I'm not gonna go into the pool area because I don't have a room key on me. I want to avoid that snafu after I got stuck on the beach for a little bit. But look how cute. Love the detail here, like even just like the little Mickeys in the fence. And so then down that way there are more beach houses with the villas, the DVC villas in them. But we're gonna head back up to the room, get things together, and start packing up for our cruise. Okay, so we stayed at this Disney Vacation Club resort right before our Disney Destiny cruise for one night, and it cost us 10 DVC points. So for us, this was a no-brainer compared to spending cash on a hotel that was a little bit closer to the port. We didn't mind the drive in the morning. It was about 2 hours, and it gave us a chance to kind of kick off our vacation at a Disney resort and have some of that Disney magic before we set sail. So there were a lot of things that we liked about this resort, one being the different accommodation options. So this is a Disney Vacation Club resort. So like some of the other resorts that are actually on Walt Disney World property, they have deluxe studios, they have 1-bedroom villas, 2-bedroom villas, and then they also have the 3-bedroom beach cottages, which were really unique and cool. And some of the rooms are in the inn, which is the main building. So you have access, really easy access to quick service food, the sit-down restaurant, and the front lobby. And then there were also rooms in the other buildings. So they were kind of spread throughout the property, which we liked. Another thing that we loved were all of the recreational options here. So they obviously had the pool, they have the beach, and they had like cornhole boards and things like that outside. But when we checked in, we were given an activities flyer, and there were so many things that we could do with our kids, and they were all occurring just that next day. So it was all within that same day. Tons of different activities and things that they were offering at the resort. So beyond going to the beach, using the pool, or just hanging out on the property, there were a lot of things that we could do if we had stayed a little bit longer. One thing that they do that's really special is that they work with sea turtle conservation. So they have sea turtles that nest on their beach in the summer. So you are actually able to observe that nesting process in the summertime on Vero Beach. And then they also collect donations in their gift shop for sea turtle conservation. So we love that, love the sea turtles. I thought that was super cool and different. Another thing that was really cool was the pool. So the pool at this resort was pretty large, and it had a really cool slide. It was like a lighthouse with like a slide that goes around it, like a cylindrical slide. We didn't actually swim in the pool because we got there so late the night before our cruise, and we really just ended up grabbing some food, going to sleep, and then packing up and leaving the next morning. But I would love to experience the pool when we go back, because it looked like there was tons of room for people to lounge. There were lots of different like kid-friendly spaces, and the slide looked really awesome. And the last thing that we really liked was the beach access. So obviously this resort is on Vero Beach, and it is the only East Coast Disney resort that has that direct access to the beach. So we were able to walk down the walking path, walk out onto the pier, and then immediately walk down onto the beach, which was really cool. So we had the magic of a Disney resort, but then we had beach access right there if we wanted to have like a slow beach vacation. There were a couple things that we didn't love. So the pricing seems like it would probably be reasonable. Like the website quotes, I think it was $406 a night in the summertime. But that's if you can get a reservation. So it's very hard to get a cash reservation here. And it's also difficult even to get a DVC reservation, because if you don't have that home resort booking advantage and you don't own points there, those reservations get booked up really quickly. Summertime is obviously peak season for the resort because it's a beach resort, so the summertime dates go super quickly. I wasn't even able to actually go in and price out a stay there because everything was already booked. Like there was no availability whatsoever. Because we went in December and we only stayed for that one night, it was pretty easy for us to get that room, but that was just for one night. So if you're not an owner there, you're probably going to have a tough time booking, especially during that peak season, especially if you are not booking right at that 7-month window as a DVC member, or if you're trying to get a cash booking here, it's probably going to be challenging. Another thing that we didn't love, but that might be a pro for other people, is that it is not close to anything. So it's in a really small town. There wasn't really a whole lot around as far as like food and drink, and we like to check out like breweries and restaurants and things like that when we're on vacation, and this was kind of in the middle of nowhere. We looked at getting breakfast the next morning, and I want to say the closest place for us to get like a decent breakfast was 30 minutes away in like the heart of Vero Beach. So it's not close to a lot of things. That might be a pro, that might be a negative. It just depends on like what your vacation style is. It is about an hour and a half from Port Canaveral and about 2 hours from Port Everglades. So it took us about 2 hours to drive there in the morning. So if you're driving, it's a great option as a pre-cruise stay to get a couple nights in at the beach before you go on your cruise. If you were planning on utilizing like Disney transportation or Uber or things like that, it's probably not the best choice. So would we stay here again? Absolutely. When we first purchased Disney Vacation Club, I didn't really know if we would want to utilize like Vero Beach and Hilton Head and some of the other resorts that aren't on Walt Disney World property, but we love this resort. It was super welcoming. The cast members were fantastic. It was just like a nice, quiet, cozy vibe there, which is a little bit different than what you get on Disney property. But we loved that it had the beach access. I would love to go back in the summertime and check out the sea turtle nesting and maybe stay in one of those beach cottages, but they are super expensive. So we'll see if that happens. So the beach cottages are 541 points for a week, which is a lot, but maybe one day when we buy a couple more contracts, we'll be able to do that. So this resort expires in 2042, which is oddly enough not that far away. And they don't really know what Disney's going to do with it. It's not really been talked about. So I don't know if they're going to renew it as a Disney Vacation Club resort or if they're going to sell it or what's going to happen. So if this is a resort that interests you and it's something that you want to check out, highly recommend booking a stay there because it might not be around forever. But overall, we really enjoyed it. We'd love to go back and spend some actual time there since we really didn't get a lot of time on property. And I feel like for us, it's the perfect blend of a Disney vacation with a little bit of access to the beach because we are not huge beach people, but there were so many other things to do at this resort that it was definitely an option for us in the future. So if you have questions about this resort, drop them below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that when future resort tours come out, you get a notification, and we'll see you later.